the only time I felt related to you. And I think you shorted him a little bit. Yeah, you shorted him. And you shorted Amira. Shorted both of them.
That's his epiphany moment.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and I'm here with my incredible co-host Annie. Annie, you don't know what's going down with you?
I'm living my life like it's golden every day.
Hey, see, that's all I'm saying. That's all you can do. You know, speaking of living a life like it's golden, humor is a part of living a golden life, right?
That's legit.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Yeah, and fortunately for everybody today, we are going to be checking out You People. This is a project by Kenya Barris, the same guy that brought in Blackish, yes. Grownish, mixed-ish, any kind of ish.
Right.
Kenya Barris has been a part of it. He's semi-controversial. It's kind of like a love-hate kind of relationship that goes with him. There's some group of people that love him. There's a group of people that can't stand him, and there's very few in the between. It's either a love-hate kind of thing. I happen to, I think he's kind of funny personally.
I like him. I like that show he did that was like kind of about his life and his family.
Yes.
That one was crazy.
That one was fun. Yeah, that was another Netflix special just like this one. So, we're going to find out, what all the hubbub is about because the internet and social media has kind of been going crazy regarding You People. So, without any further ado, we're about to get ready, get this bad boy set up. Let's have some fun.
Come on, man.
I mean, he smoked Newports.
Newport.
What else are you saying? The president.
Yeah, Barack did smoke ports.
Smoking Newports.
Yeah, that says a lot about you if you're smoking ports.
He's smoking the
straight menthol.
Like my Barack does gay stuff sometimes.
What?
But only when he's on coke.
My Barack don't.
And he don't do a lot.
My Barack don't do coke.
A little bit off the neck.
Who Barack is this?
Special occasions, like a real big win. He's like, I'm gonna do some coke and do a little bit of gay stuff.
Does your Barack do?
No, my Barack smokes a J every now and then.
Has an out at the end to go like, I was on coke, it was fine.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But really, he just woke up that day wanting to do some stuff.
He's like, I'm gonna do some gay stuff.
Yeah, got it.
Let me get a bump.
Yeah.
Are we coming out the blocks like this?
This blasphemy is blasphemy. Blaspheme on my Barack.
Oh, it's Louise Dreyfus, Seinfeld girl.
Seinfeld girl?
Yeah, from Seinfeld, Julia Louise Dreyfus, I think that's her name.
Not square.
Oh, yeah, the mom. Yes.
It's not true. You won't be able to be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Bobby, I love you so much, respectfully.
What is she from? I love her.
I don't give a shit.
The grandma. Cheers. Is she? Yeah.
You look like a dad who lost his kid at Coachella. You look like a young Hulk Hogan.
I have a question. What are you and
No,
your
you
rabbi
don't
talk about
either.
in the car on the way?
You look like a chubby Hulk Hogan.
It's making me question whether or not I like it.
It's 2022. Maybe the kid enjoys smoking the Hebrew Nationals.
All right, I know you're trying to be progressive, but it's coming off crazy, homie.
Innocent until proven guilty. I believe in that. I'm sure you do too.
Correct, and I think I'm gonna bounce because this has been a lot for 1 year.
Honey, I love
What culture?
The culture.
You know, the culture, music, fashion, sports.
Are we the only ones that say the culture?
Well, maybe your ass needs a bully right now, bro. Someone to push you around. Because you're not even giving me Take Care Drake. You're giving me Houston, Atlanta, Vegas Drake. I'm talking crying over strippers. Get it together, dog.
I hated No Beard Drake. That's just Aubrey. Right. It's just Aubrey.
Yeah, say his government name out loud. Aubrey, baby.
Right.
Can I help you with that?
Yo, I love Nunu. What's her real name?
Like
I love Nunu.
Like you blocked me.
Oh my! All I know her is by Nunu. That's hilarious.
Right?
You just say whatever you think I want to hear, and it feels fake.
What's his name?
And I don't really feel seen by you in any way.
All I do is...
who just passed? Nipsey.
Yeah. Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle, yeah.
Biggest swinging dick in the West.
There we go. You have a big penis. Fuck, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm not even looking for
I'm embarrassed for him.
You're belaboring it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, fucking, you guys are twins.
Oh my God, wait, she really does. Who said I was lost?
Make a complete U-turn, then a sharp left.
You said you was lost.
Look, okay, but can you hurry up because I really cannot be late to work, for real.
Of course. Just make her right if we're right.
Okay. This ain't no driving Miss Daisy shit, okay?
Okay.
Don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you.
That would have been the first thing I'd have thought if I was a lady. I'd have been like, you ain't no serial killer, right?
What that mean? You gonna tell about your date, Amira?
Now light skin in style.
Shut up, Omar.
Oh, okay. What you talking about, Chris?
Oh, he blew up the spot.
He's a Muslim, right?
Yes, he's African. He's definitely African.
Look at the brother.
I think so.
He's Sunni or nation?
Sunni.
Watch out for those,
He's a
bro.
South African white man.
I'm starting to hate the world more and more each day. You know, this place used to be our thing.
He made that up.
White folks figured out.
All right,
Didn't you meet Mom at Pet Boys trying to return a half-used bottle of Fix-A-Flat?
No, I
Cut
met
it
your mother
out.
and we fell in love through our mutual love of God and prayer. It's like I'm always telling y'all.
And then they prayed about Pet Boys.
You
But
look
the
great.
big cap, though, really tied into the tie-dye.
I like your fit.
Thank you. You don't look so bad yourself.
Stop lying to this man.
It does feel like we are.
I'm definitely not the judge for that. You're a funny looking dude to me. I don't know nothing about that.
Right.
Amira, this is my mom, Shelly.
Hi, Miss Shelley. So nice to meet you.
Miss Shelley.
Oh, my mom would kill me if I didn't address.
That's Black culture. That's Black culture.
Because she's picking up my dry cleaning from Brown's. She's from Guatemala, Lupita. But you know,
Your mama got a hard time with names, okay?
yes, yeah. I actually do a little styling myself, so we have that in common. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, Ezra never said anything to me about that.
I know, because it's 100% not true.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty.
Oh yes.
The smile?
Yeah, he's a marvelous smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him once.
so
He yelled-
awkward.
he's
Mention the one Black person you can reference.
What is
she's
that?
spoken for.
She tried to hit it with like the
Liza's
Black
gay.
greeting.
She's
You know, you give the
she's
people a
lesbian.
cool greeting when you meet a Black person. You ever seen that?
She had to get her feet right first, though.
Right. You ever seen a greeter in Walmart be like, hello, hello, and then you get there and they're like, what's up? And you're like,
You've never offered to help with anything in your life.
We're gonna do
I'll
it
tell
now.
you. You know what else I think too?
Come on.
Smart move. He's like, yo, I got to stop this madness.
yo, this is a train wreck. Okay, she gonna start quoting NWA real soon.
All right? Yes, you are. I am being me, and I am thriving, and I have gotten through my entire life being me, and I certainly don't need my son to tell me how to behave. My God.
It's just with the police stuff and like
It's the indignation for me.
I guess
You got to make a story or something for this, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. It is
Maybe
a
it's
small
like half a
ring. You
carrot.
think her family will judge me and stuff?
I'm judging you, nigga. That's good.
I mean, game over.
That's
Yeah,
great.
because you can't say nothing
shit
about it,
once
right?
you drop the Holocaust.
Yeah, it's automatic pass.
Yeah.
I think you should
like,
Holocaust
yeah.
it down, bro.
Yeah, we got.
Wait a minute, I didn't even know a Holocaust ring was the easy
Yeah.
out.
That's a good call.
It makes sense, though.
Fast.
Oh, my gosh. You just
Because
keep on
we
digging
don't
yourself.
even do that much stuff, and when we do, I am here for it. And she's very crude.
My heart hurting.
Why would you take my parents to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and without asking me?
I was taking a shot at something. Okay.
Like, bam.
Now, right now.
Like now?
Yes, right now.
What?
Hurry up.
Okay. Let me take off my shoes so I don't crease it.
So I don't crease them.
Priorities.
Facts.
Filled with love and laughter and joy. Mira, will you marry me?
Of course.
There you go for the win. Love's eye.
The moment.
Yeah.
I like it. I do.
You had to throw it in there, though.
He ain't Holocaust the box up, though.
You got to Holocaust the box up. How do you... Oh, man.
Maybe leave the podcast part out.
Lose
you know?
that.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
No, okay, no. I'm sorry. Listen.
Dude,
She got a booty.
Listen to me though. Relax.
Yeah, I mean, she double caked up on a Wednesday afternoon.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You got the juice. Repeat that. I got the juice.
I got the juice.
I got the juice.
I got the juice.
Say it with some nuts. I got.
Yeah, he not saying it. He not saying it with the juice.
on that.
They don't pay taxes in Wakanda. Is that what it said on the screen?
I
Is that?
Well, you don't pay taxes in Wakanda. Why should you?
I think I'm gonna.
Oh my God. Okay.
Who resigns in Alphabetica?
Wait, so you said fuck you, John?
Alphabetica. That ain't how that went down.
No, he gotta look a certain kind of way in front of his lady.
Okay.
Moms is all in. Yeah, I mean, legendary. John Legend was being played. You might have passed.
Right.
The Farrakhan.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Goofy, it's gone, baby.
That was
our parents.
That was a lot. I'm emotionally distressed by.
You go with it.
Was that Muslim bacon you ate yesterday for breakfast?
It actually was. It was Jewish bacon.
It was Jewish bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't claim to be super
Muslim
Jewish. I eat
bacon.
bacon all day.
Right. Even with her hair, wrapped up, her baby hairs are still laid. I just want to say that.
Hollywood magic runs strong.
Okay.
People here. If you like it, we love it, right?
Okay.
I stormed the Capitol.
He said he stormed the Capitol.
Makes sense,
Cheers to inclusion and
She's
our
stupid.
newly found generational wealth.
Aesthetically.
She said, and our newly found generational wealth.
So the moral of the story is never date a woman who don't respect your wife. No, I didn't mean to say, I said the wrong shit.
First of all.
That you are absolutely, positively, unequivocally not the right guy for my daughter.
Right. That's rough.
As a matter of fact, I have a shitty time whenever you're around.
That's by design.
I will never, ever know what it's like to be a black person in this country. But I do know what an asshole is.
You hit him with the flex on that one.
Damn.
I do know that.
Documentary. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it. It's absolutely fantastic. And he's so funny. His voice. There's something about his voice that always makes me laugh.
You're
But
talking
anyway,
about good
it's really
hair.
Funny.
That's the name of it. I was trying to remember the name of that special. Yeah.
Right.
Idea. I mean, it really blew my mind. The energy and the time and the.
He about to
and
snap. That's the face. That's a
pain
pretty
and the
snap
suffering
face.
It sure is.
Go through. And so anyway, I
Yeah.
just wanted to be well versed
That
for when
face
I
says
saw you
warning.
next.
Warning.
Yeah, dude.
Amira, are you okay?
Not really.
Shirley, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She left. She's like, okay, you're all right. Okay, cool.
Are you good? I'm gonna go tend to my daughter now.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yes.
They both said it all.
Your family, my family, the whole thing. I don't know if it's supposed to be this hard. And if I'm being honest, God, I don't have it in me.
She said, not for a lifetime.
At least she honest. Yeah.
Right.
I don't disagree. I still feel our families, my mom, your dad. Yeah, I guess I don't see it changing.
Didn't see this going that way.
Okay.
Oh, they're gonna walk away from love.
Damn. In front of the Capitol Records building where hopes and dreams go down.
I think it's best you keep it for yourself.
See, I told you the white Barry White, he be spitting some shit. Him and Joe Rogan.
White Barry White and Joe Rogan. He better cut it.
The word. As long as he don't say that shit in my face.
Make a relationship work. All right, it's the hardest
Hey, you
thing.
kind of dragged, bro, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a lot of bit.
You drug him like a fat bitch left foot.
No. You can miss me with all that shit.
Yo, he said you drug him like a fat bitch left foot.
Played him like a white boy because you knew you could get away with it. Tell the truth.
Oh, you would have handled it different.
Sick of it.
I would have got a car out of his ass.
I know that's right. A good one.
A wash and dry, probably a bottle of cologne, you know what I mean? Try to get my back patio
Dry
done.
and a line of credit.
He threw in the back patio.
You remember they came out with the Cold-Blooded Rick James album?
No, I don't remember the Cold-Blooded Rick James album.
Okay, but Coke do. It's the only time I felt related to you. And I think you shorted him a little bit. Yeah, you shorted him. And you shorted Amira. Shorted both of them.
That's his epiphany moment. Yeah.
Ezra?
Oh, Mira, what's up, girl?
What's up, girl? Why are you sounding like LL Cool J? What's up?
Right. Brand new.
You run into you here?
I mean, yeah, same.
With your mother.
Daddy? What?
And Dad.
Yeah, okay. I didn't bring you here to buy me shoes.
Yeah, starting to put that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and baby girl, I don't know what I told you to get you down here, but whatever it was a lie. And I never ever thought that I could see my reflection in you. But I do.
That's deep.
Yeah.
And I just hope that you accept my apology, because I do apologize on behalf of all white people, except for Aunt Mitzi, because she's actually racist.
Yeah.
She's a horrible human being.
Right.
On behalf of me,
There you
Shelley
go.
Cohen of Brentwood,
There we go.
California.
Right.
I am so
Brentwood, California.
I'm also sorry for always getting in the way.
No, you're not.
I'm not, honey.
Okay.
So, did you miss me as much as I missed you?
I even got a pair of slides the other day because I wanted to feel close to you. They were Umbros.
I miss you too.
What is this?
We'll have a reception in the sneaker shop? Oh, in front of a pair
Are
of
you about to get married like ASAP?
Yo, in front of some Air Max.
It's a lot. It's a lot. A surprise wedding. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know.
May it be fulfilled each day as you are on this beautiful journey of love.
Of course that's gonna play. All right, so we just got done watching You People by Kenya Barris. I always say his name wrong. Barris. I think it's just Kenya Barris. All right,
Barris.
I'm gonna go ahead. Ladies first. What were your first impressions? What were your first thoughts?
I like this movie. The awkwardness, I low-key understand it because, my cousin brought a white guy home. And so I've lived through these moments before. So I'm like, it's on point. It's par. I like it.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna piggyback off of that. It was actually better than I expected it to be, because the sentiment was kind of it was all over the place on the internet. Like I said, it wasn't anywhere in the middle. It's either people loved it or people hated it. And Kenya Barris he's notorious for riding the razor's edge when it comes to social commentary and content like this, and he didn't disappoint on this. All the uncomfortable moments were really uncomfortable. I mean, all of them. White side, the black side, Jewish side, Muslim side, whatever side you want. If it was uncomfortable, they knocked uncomfortable out the park, and that to me was part of the fun.
And that's why people love it or hate it, because he's talking about the things that legit make people uncomfortable. If you're sitting in your group, mixed company group, with white and black friends, and you start talking about these topics, somebody's gonna be, uneasy, and so whoever was watching it and hated it, they were low-key triggered,
Yeah.
They were low-key triggered.
Yo, yeah, and I think when it comes to these type of projects, cast goes a long way. I mean, we had some heaters in there. Of course, you had Jonah Hill, you had Laura London, Eddie Murphy still doing his thing, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Nia Long, David Duchovny, Dion Cole, Lala, Rhea Perlman from back in Cheers days made an appearance. Mike Epps, it really had a whole lot of stars. Was there anybody that you can think of just off the cuff whose performance kind of stood out for you?
First of all, Eddie Murphy, he always comes through. He epitomized, super protective dad. He took that very seriously, and I love that performance out of him. But then, you know, cool Uncle Mike Epps came through with the pure foolishness. You know, we always appreciate just like that temperament, you know, because everybody has the cool uncle. So I appreciate that. Who else was I love Lauren London. She's dope. And I feel like she just brings like a, you know, not overacted. You feel like you relate to her. She comes off genuine. You know, she's your bestie in your mind. Yeah. You know, so I love her. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it's good to see her, you know, back in the saddle again. I don't know what other projects she's probably done before this, but you know, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. I know after that tragedy happened, you know, you kind of you gotta regather yourself. And, you know, the best way to kind of like move forward in a lot of ways, obviously there's no substitute, is to start working again. So I was just really relieved to kind of like see her back in it. Here's something that I didn't expect. I didn't expect to like Julia Dreyfus. Yeah.
Yeah.
She did better than I thought. I thought it was going to be like, oh, okay, she's just going to like play this one particular role and kind of like keep it one way. But it's just, I go back to the uncomfortableness of everything. And between her just being nonstop, you know, just awkward, and David Duchovny, I think I said his name right. Yeah, David Duchovny singing the songs and Can't Let Exhibit Go, and you know,
so preoccupied with Exhibit.
Yeah. Like there's some people that I knew was gonna bring it. Like I knew Mike Epps is gonna bring it. Eddie doesn't fall off. He's always gonna be 100 with it. You know, Deion Cole was okay. I like Deion Cole and other things. His stand-up is incredible. Please go out and watch some of his stand-up. He's hilarious. Yeah. This performance with him was just okay, but nobody really just didn't show up. You know, even the smaller names, Ezra's best friend that runs the podcast.
Yeah. Now, I don't know her name. I haven't seen her in things I don't know.
Okay, see, I was just about to say, now, if they are in other projects, I haven't seen them. So this is my first project of seeing her in. But it was decent. You know, there was a monologue, I guess she gave regarding like the relationship of being in a relationship with somebody who cheats and you just can't have that trust kind of back again. That really stuck with me regarding like the black culture. When you're dealing with like, you know, 400 years of trauma, it's hard to let that go. And I felt that kind of like really, you know, that hit a core with me on that.
Yeah. I think everyone who has the Black experience is like, that touched my heart. Like the trust that like you always have somebody that you're like, you know, this is, you know, they're not the same as other people and, you know, they're closer to me. But then, you know, you have like one awkward moment. You're like, oh, well, you know.
Yeah.
They are still who they are.
Yeah. And I wonder, because I know that is a very common thread with a lot of Black people. And I'm wondering if it's like that with other minority groups as well. When you're dealing with that and you're dealing with somebody that you legitimately respect and like being around, but it's just a cultural mismatch at times. And due to that, you know, there's going to be some missteps, right? But that feeling of already being culturally burned, you just looking at there's a part of you, and let me say, I'm speaking for myself in this terms. There's a part of me that kind of has my guard up, you know, because you just don't know where it's gonna go or how it's gonna go left or whatever it is. So you kind of got to walk in that space. You know, you can still function in that space, but you'd be, to me, I would be silly to not kind of have my guard up. So I can kind of understand where they were coming from with that.
I mean, that's all of us. Like, everybody has their cool, like, you know, my super cool white friend of some sort, right? But you still kind of code switch, you know? If they see you with like all of your black friends, they like, hey, no, this side, you still kind of code switch a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Show them everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's funny too when you get into mixed country, when you mixed company and you're more comfortable in your element, and then they get a deeper look at you and they be like, I ain't really know you was, you know, you kind of like got down like that, and I'm like, no, I mean, you don't understand the depths of me, you know, There's a lot more to it than what you're gonna see in the 9 to 5, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, I get that. You know, this wasn't an easy project, you know, from an acting standpoint. If you're Lauren London and you're Jonah Hill, you know, so I'm really, you know, pleased with how they went about it. You know, the moments when they had to stand up for each other, I liked that. It went really well. You know how Eddie Murphy responded to it. How Akbar responded to it. Yeah, that Woody.
You better not.
You know, and how Shelley kind of responded to it. You know, and owning up to it that, you know, even though you were in this specific space in this specific culture and subgroup, you know, you don't have to be an asshole.
Yeah, there's an accountability piece that they really brought to the end of the movie, which, you know, that also can be a hard pill. That's another thing why some people may have like disliked or not, you know, liked it, whatever, because not everybody feels like they have to acknowledge and accept that accountability piece. They're like, I'm fine exactly the way I am. And that's not just the white people thing, that's an us thing too, you know, because we get hard set, you know, we get hard set in our ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's a people thing, you know. It's just, you know, and you're gonna protect whatever group you with, you know. If you're Hindu or Buddhist or Jewish or Muslim or whatever it is, whatever your group is, you know, you're gonna protect it and overprotect in a lot of ways, and it comes from a space of love, but the execution can be troubling. You know what I'm saying?
Go awry.
Yeah. You know, I was curious. This is really kind of a little off the topic. I was wondering. I was like, before I saw this, I was like, I wonder if they're gonna have like a sex scene, or if they're gonna go like that route with it. And they didn't. And I was grateful for it, because it would have been too much for what we were given. Did you have any expectations that were met or weren't met before you watched this, as compared to now that you finished it?
This like diverted from my expectations. You know, I thought that this was going to be just like pure comedy. I didn't really think they were going to like delve into, you know, real issues and, you know, real cultural disparities. And they did it in a tasteful way. So, you know, I was expecting this to just be, you know, the ha ha slapstick, you know, everybody laughs at that kind of like, brought a white guy home, you know, kind of movie, you know. And this one pushed the envelope. This one really actually, it touched on real life. It touched on what you're really experiencing, and not because when you bring somebody that's not of your religion, they did religion and culture up in here. When you bring somebody up into your family that diverges from, you know, a generational path, it can get funky. And they did not, you know, glaze over the funky parts. And I was like, that made it real life. That's why people were probably like, I don't like it, because
I think you're right.
You know.
Yeah, I can almost pinpoint the exact moment when people probably turned it off. It was when they were having dinner and they were talking about the different experiences between slavery and the Holocaust. And I was like, this is probably where a lot of people was like, I can't go any further, because it was mad uncomfortable. I'm sitting there like, it's such an open wound that's still there, and they're just like, okay, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, for both cultures, it's still there, you know.
Oh my goodness, yeah, so well done. Now, keep in mind, this isn't the first time that a project like this has been done before. Sidney Poitier famously did, was it Luke Who's Coming to Dinner? They redid that one a few years ago. I don't know exactly when, but I do remember seeing bits and pieces of both of them. But it didn't seem to go the extra mile that this one did without it seeming hokey. You know, the very first rendition of it with Sidney Poitier was, you know, it stands out because of the timing and the setting and of when it came out. It was very ballsy thing to kind of do as an artist, you know. So there's a respect for that. The remake was kind of a little bit more slapsticky, and then this one was like, let's just add a little bit of oomph for that.
The remake, that one came out like, wasn't it like somewhere around like 10 years ago or something like that? I kind of feel like that. I feel like I saw it, you know, so much time has gone by, but the temperature of our country was different. people were not acknowledging you. This movie would have been slapped down, never even made it to production. This movie that Kenya Barris made today, because no one couldn't even safely acknowledge these types of disparities 10 years ago. We done had, some real ups and downs as a country, no matter what, and now people are like, oh, that thing that exists now, and so we can talk about it. But Kenya Barris's movie would have never made it to production, when the other one came out, because everything was still under the rug then.
Very true. Yeah, we talked about the comparison between the Holocaust and the slavery one. There was another really touchy one that they went for. The guy that went to invade the Capitol, the storm the Capitol.
Yes,
I was like,
stormed the Capitol.
Oh my
you should
goodness!
Be indicted right now.
See,
openly admitting that.
For real. But I appreciate any artist who's not scared to be brave. I don't think art can be good. I don't think comedy can be good. Music, anything, unless you're brave with it and you got to take some chances. And this certainly did that. I certainly respect people's views that don't like Kenya Barris. I can understand why I like them, but I can understand why some people don't.
Yeah.
With this project, does this make you a little bit more excited for future Kenya Barris projects, or you're like, okay, I'm kind of okay for the moment?
No, I love him. Okay. And I don't have a problem with his envelope pushing and things like that. Basically, I feel like I come from a more open, inclusive environment. There's Black families, and then there's liberal Black families. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And so I tend to feel like my family, we're religious, but we still skew not as staunch. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like I can, and we've had a white guy in the family.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen, if you meet with your family enough, I promise you're gonna see some interesting things and interesting meetups.
Right.
I got one more thing, and then I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. And that is one of the things I do appreciate about Kenya Barris's work is that he makes sure to go out of the way to let the world know that Black people are not all one thing. We're not a monolith. It's a lot of variation in our culture. It's a lot. And you always see bits and pieces of it, and none of all the pieces are all the same. Everybody's kind of got their own voice, and I enjoy seeing projects like that, because so often it's just one type of Black person, whereas with a lot of white projects, they can be anything that they want. They could be goofy, they could be gay, they could be military, they could be conservative, liberal, whatever it is. They have that space. So it's never odd to see different types of white people. You just kind of expect it. But it's not often celebrated to see our culture in its diversity. So I am looking forward to seeing other projects regarding with Kenya Barris, because he's, love him or hate him, he's going to be him.
Yeah. I love him. I'm with it.
So did you have any closing thoughts? Because go ahead and wrap this bad boy up.
Closing thoughts. I love this movie and how it really actually touched on real issues. Hopefully bridged some gaps in viewers' minds. Hopefully enlightened someone and their grandmother. I feel like this actually, if somebody has a mixed culture family, they may be watching this so I hope that this is a good movie that helps somebody move forward, because I think it was brilliantly done. It didn't lack the comedy, but it absolutely had substance.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to kind of end this on. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you've been enjoying this content, go ahead and hit that subscription button, and of course, give those thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. Now, if you want to get to know this incredible, lovely woman in front of me, please, Annie, let them know how they can reach out to you.
It's Annie Breezy, ANII Breezy, on Instagram and YouTube. New content coming soon.
Yeah, hey, and listen, don't worry if you didn't catch that. We're going to have a link in the description so you can click it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. With that being said, we will catch you on the next project. Take care.